What's going on, guys? Cobra here, and welcome back. Long overdue to my Timber and Stone Let's Play. This is day, kind of late night, but it's actually early morning of day 56. Means this is episode 56, and I owe you guys an update video, and you got to be wondering why, where have I been? Why has there not been, any updates on this game? And I've done some other games. Basically, I've hit a wall here, and not necessarily a gameplay wall, but a technical wall. This game suddenly kind of is not working. I don't really know why that is. I've taken some time to try to figure that out. It'll work sometimes, but then other times it won't. If you look, I mean, I have it paused right now. It's nighttime. I've done some changes. I'm going to talk about a couple things in this episode. Oh, let me just hit my timer there so I don't go overdue. The game, I don't know. I've been searching and searching. Basically what happens is it grinds. Now right now it's paused. Obviously you can see my frame rate indicator here. That's not accurate. Right now it's about 40 frames, but it's paused. As soon as I unpause the game, you'll see, I mean, it goes to nothing. Like 3 frames. Something is chewing up my frames. And now it wasn't running very good when recording. I mean, this could even be when I'm not recording. This happens when I'm not recording right now. Right now I'm showing 2 frames. So I'm going to just pause it again, because I can't even move the camera when that happens. So I've been looking around trying to figure out, is there someone with pathfinding issues that just keeps, queuing the engine? I can't find that. I can't find anything like that. There's no, like, rogue block. Obviously, all these guys are not helping. So one thing would be I'd love to get out here and clear these out, but I can't get the game to work enough. Like, I'm trying to get the game to work enough where I could send people over. We start thinning these guys out. Oh, is that what it is? That's what it is. There's another necromancer. Right there. That must be what's killing my frames. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Which is a little weird. It must be the flames. I'm hoping to get to daytime. This doesn't help either. I think this just popped up. This flame. Flame always gives you... like, when this first happened, I thought there was another necromancer, and I thought maybe there was like one over here, and he had lit some trees on fire, and I had to, because I'm so focused in on my little establishment over here, I don't always notice the fringes of the map, so I expected to kind of find a fire over here going on, but I don't have that. But yes, there is another necromancer who spawned, which is interesting. I wasn't really aware, if you could get one, if you could get more than one, so obviously you can, which would be great. Like, I'd be into that. I'd be into fighting that for sure. Especially with all these skeletons, but it just shows you how many skeletons are over here, that there are so many skeletons that are standing on top of each other. Now, I do wonder if, I don't think these two will fight each other, will they? That would be pretty cool, too. It would actually maybe help resolve my issue here. I've been going around just trying to get rid of corpses, trying to get rid of anything that might add any load onto the server. I think, I mean, I guess maybe you guys could tell me who are more familiar with it. I could probably go into the config files somewhere and delete this guy, or even delete some of the skeletons. I would probably delete this guy first, just because I feel like we have a score to settle over here with this army. Like I've told you, it's not going to be the epic battle it looks like. I mean, there is still plenty of skeletons, but all the ones in the air, I'm just going to have to pick off with archers. Or perhaps even delete this fire would probably have a better effect. I'm hoping maybe in daytime, if I can somehow drag this game to daytime, it would lessen the load. I could probably like go way down. Let's see if like going way down here, how my frames do here. Like these frames here are like logged. No, it just goes down to 0. It's got to be something with that necromancer. Like I said, I looked for like a rogue. Sometimes if you have like a block and it's inaccessible, we'll just scroll down. We'll take a look. I don't see any. Those blocks are surface blocks there. Those diggable blocks. These diggable blocks are on the surface as well. Sometimes, especially in lag, like what's this right here? Is that not accessible? That might. Let's just. It should be accessible, but I'm just gonna cancel it. It's not important. And I think that's been queued up like that for a while now, so that shouldn't be a problem. Sometimes in lag, or the frames get slow. Sometimes you misclick with your mouse. I'm just, again, getting rid of everything. You misclick with your mouse. Oh, yeah. I had a couple deaths here, obviously, you see. And I will get into that a little bit, because there's a topic I do want to talk about today, about the game overall. Actually, there's 2 main topics. Some of you probably already know one of them. But anyway, I'm going to continue to try to extend the series and try to figure out a resolution, but I just don't know. I don't know if that's going to be possible. And I'm not going to put tons of hours into just squeaking along, but I will at least try to take it forward into a day and seeing if that'll alleviate some of the frame issues, and I can get forward and we can. You know, I think if I could clear some of these out. I mean, look at that. That's absurd. Let's see. That's easier to see, right? The amount of skeletons over here. It's pretty crazy, but I really do think the problem is this guy. Now, I'm a little surprised we don't get a matriarch, because we do seem to have plenty of spiders, but now we have 2 necros, which would be so fun to fight. Like, I'm so bummed about that if it doesn't work out. But clearly, I have too many skeletons and not, you know, anything to do. I mean, I would literally, at this point, even just build a bridge across. If I could get enough frames, even 5 or 10 frames, I'll do it off camera, so, you know, if I can't record. Look at this guy. He's fishing up here? All right, cool. I didn't know that was there. So that's going to actually segue me into one of my more... I'll start with that topic. Basically, Ethereal 1024 was nice enough. He commented on my last video. For those who don't know, Ethereal is a volunteer dev on Timber and Stone. He's helping out with the development. As far as I know, he's not compensated for that work. He just does it for a love of the game, a passion for the game that a lot of us have as well. And for that, I applaud him. Much respect, and especially the fact that he goes around and not, you know, he commented on my video. We had a little bit of a dialogue. He does it on other videos. Really cool. He's also kind of the PR guy. He's the guy that does the blog and on the forums and stuff. So he's easily the most vocal of the devs. You know, information is severely lacking with this game, as everybody knows. But he was nice enough to kind of help me and guide me and alert me to a problem with farming. You guys know I've been struggling with the farming. I apologize, guys. I'm pretty much going to have to run this whole video on pause. Kind of boring, I understand, but interesting topics I have to talk about. I've been struggling with food, and basically what he's telling me is there's a bug with farming. That in essence, I've grown too large and I have too many farmers. And what happens is hoeing is bugged. Hoeing does not produce any food. It just kind of advances the crop process, if I understand correctly, and it gets it quicker to harvest. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it's really important in this discussion. And what happens is I have so many crops and I have so many farmers that there's never a lack of work really for them. They could always hoe something. And what happens is when they hoe, in essence, that kind of resets the cycle. And I believe a harvest is lost when this bug happens. I don't think it happens every time, but every time you hoe, you have a chance of basically destroying that crop. And in essence, you lose that food. And when you get to a farm the size I have, with as much manpower as I have, that bug starts to kind of really surface itself, and you start to see the huge problems. He said that they fixed this bug in 1.6, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. And when he fixed this bug, it got to the point where one farmer could feed, you know, without that lack of efficiency that they didn't really understand was there until recently. Without that lack of efficiency, one farmer was able to then feed like 20 people. So you can see the big boom in farming efficiency. I have 68 people in my village right now, and I probably have at least 20 farmers. And I'm struggling. I'm losing food. So something is wrong there. Basically, what you want is you want them to always be either planting or harvesting. If you could, you'd like to almost cut out the hoeing. So what he advised me to do, and now this is in episode 55. You scroll down, you'll see Ethereal 1024. There's a little conversation there. So if you're interested in the nuts and bolts and his words exactly, because I'm obviously paraphrasing here, go check it out. It's right in the comments there, and we went back and forth a little bit. Thank you very much for that, Ethereal. I do appreciate it. Basically, he told me to cut my labor force, remove some farmers, and expand farms. And in essence of, they're so backed up in work, they're going to prioritize planting and harvesting over hoeing, and maybe I'll see some increased production in food. Like he mentioned, this is dangerous, though, because if I don't balance that perfectly, we won't have enough food for the colony, and people will start to starve, and we will see the end of this season to starvation, which would be really kind of a bummer, because it would be really no fault of my own. He did recommend, as though a lot of you guys have, to put some more labor into fishing. It's more, I guess it's not as productive, I guess, but it's more efficient, more stable. There isn't the bug with it. So basically, I've been doing that. I took a bunch of my lowest farmers off, probably like 5 of them, and I turned them to fishermen. So I was just going to let them fish. I got my little watering hole here. I got this guy over here. But man, has it been such a headache. I had a guy walk all the way over here to fish. You know, I have so many people right now, I can't keep track of them all. And the AI, as you know, is pretty befuddling and annoying at times. So actually, I think he was fishing over here. Of course, wolves popped right next to him. He did get back, though. I guess because he was a farmer and he didn't have any fish on him, he was actually pretty quick to move. And my knights were able to come out and kind of kill the wolves and help him. And so I didn't lose him. I had another, oh, he's still here. He actually swam all the way across over here to fish here. And you can see this wolf is now on the water, I guess, is what he's doing. I'm not sure. The game's starting to do a lot of weird things. So now, yeah, see, he's hanging out over here. Actually, I wonder if that wolf might be part of the issue. That wolf is now, like, standing on the water. He's probably looking for this person. I'm just going to try the frames again. Look, I can't even move my camera. Like, it's just, it locks up. It's totally frozen. So, it seems like that necromancer might have something to do with it. But I'm going to have to keep digging around and see if there's not some rogue monster or citizen that's just kind of causing all kinds of problems. But it really could be this guy surfacing. These guys look like they're all now going to him. So maybe all these guys suddenly making that decision to pathfind to him is giving the server just too much, or the engine just too much. I don't know. So again, I'm going to kind of continue to play. I'm going to see if I can resolve the issue. I mean, let's be honest here. The honest truth is, if I can't, that's going to be the end of the series. And that's unfortunate. We didn't get where I wanted to go. I mean, we did massive work. I'm very proud of what I've done. Didn't see it till the end. But I think this classic case of bit off more than I could chew. Way too ambitious, which was fine. I set lofty goals to kind of give me something to do, because let's be honest, this game lacks end game content. It lacks things to do at the end. Because, yeah, I mean, this river bailed me out early. Kept the bad guys over there, but I mean, even if I had a bridge here or a bridge right into my base, I could handle this. I have enough of defensive force and enough artillery, so to speak. I can handle it, and there's really not much of a risk. I would have to get multiple matriarchs, multiple necromancers at once, which is something I hope they do at some point. But we're seeing here the pitfalls of that is that the engine really can't handle these epic end game kind of battles. So with that, I'm going to segue to, of course, the big news. And a lot of you have probably been checking my channel wondering, like, where the hell are you? 1.6 is out. The big release is finally out. And yes, it is. I have not tried it at all. I'm looking forward to trying it, except for the fact that, I mean, straight talk, I really don't like the visual update. I think it's poor. I think it's a step back. I don't like it. I don't like how it looks. I think if it was just me playing by myself, single player, I would just revert back to the default this look. I love this look. This simplicity. There's elegance in the simplicity of this design. I love the trees. I like the blocks. To me, I don't play this game for the looks, but I do enjoy the looks. And this new look, it just feels like this game here was just like, this is me. I'm voxel. I have a very simple design. I show you the visual information you need to play this game. Perfectly fine with me. Now, I'm a guy that comes from playing Dwarf Fortress, which is the ultimate bare bones visual, UI, but I enjoy it. I really do. I even like the character models and stuff. I just enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe it kind of harkens me back to a kid, like maybe Legos or something. I don't know. But I do enjoy this art style. I really do. And the new one just looks like it's almost trying too hard. And it's like, it's not good graphics. Obviously it's not. And this game's never going to be. But it's not bad graphics either. It's like in the middle. It's like almost like it's trying too hard. It's like that ugly girl that puts on too much makeup. It's trying too hard. Where if she was just like, hey, I am who I am, and this is what I look like, and I'm confident in that and all that, it would be more attractive in the long run, right? That's kind of how I feel about this game. This game's like, hey, I'm not pretty, but I'm cute, and I show you what you need to know, and I'm confident in myself, and I'm secure in that, and that in and of itself, that simplicity is attractive. Now it's just like there's too much going on, and they've said like there's too much flowers and things, and I don't like it. Now I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm not gonna just write it off and avoid it. And I understand that they had to do that overhaul to hopefully increase performance and fix some of the things maybe we're seeing right here. And I'm very interested to see the new mechanics and the functions of the building systems and things. That I'm totally up for. I'm hoping we're going to see performance improvements and things. I have not played it yet. I've just kind of read the Reddit and a little bit of the forums. Because I wanted to finish this series before I moved on, as you guys know. And I always like to give them a couple weeks to kind of iron out some of the bigger bugs. Because, while you're playing and you might lose a save file to some kind of a save corrupt or something, when you're doing a Let's Play and you're in episode 15 and you lose your save file or something just breaks or something, it's kind of frustrating to another level. So I like to wait and just make sure things are stable, things are good. And there's enough functionality there because, a lot of times they always kind of strip things out. And, I don't want to get into the game and be 10 days in and find out, oh my God, there's a problem with monsters spawning and monsters aren't going to spawn. And I invest a lot into my Let's Play, so I like to wait a little bit. But I probably will tinker around. I haven't decided if I'm going to kind of play offline to kind of... you guys maybe let me know this, if to kind of familiarize myself with the new changes, or if I should just dive right into my next Let's Play not knowing the changes, and I'll probably stumble around a little bit and learn with you guys right on camera, and you guys can kind of see that process as well. Let me know what you'd be more interested in. I really don't know which way I'm going to go. As far as the next season, it will come. I'm absolutely going to be doing another Let's Play of this game. I've been super busy, obviously with the holidays and things going on and stuff, but right now I'm at the point where my work should be really lightening up on me, so I should be able to dive in pretty good to a bunch of Let's Plays. As you guys know, I have my RimWorld Let's Play going. I absolutely want to get back into Prison Architect. I'm going to do that. Might even record some of that right after I exit this. I'm going to start a new Let's Play. I'm hopefully going to finish this one and start a new one. That was my goal today. I was going to sit down and figure this out and finish this season. And obviously by finish it, I mean basically have this big war we've been looking at forever. And, kind of finish the base at least. I don't know if I would have really gotten into buildings. It would have mattered how far along we got. But unfortunately, the game's not letting me do that. So I'm going to kind of cut this video a little bit short because there's no reason for me to keep going if I'm not showing you actual gameplay. But I just basically want to say the reason this series is halted, and I don't want to say the series is done, but for now it's incomplete. I understand that. If I can resolve this issue I'm having, and maybe you guys can offer me some guidance on that, I would definitely come back and we will finish this one up. Otherwise, look for the next season, which would be alpha, or whatever they're calling, beta 1.6, or whatever the increments might be once I get to it. Probably in the next couple of weeks. I wouldn't expect it right away. Probably another like 2 weeks or so. I do want to kind of dive deeper into RimWorld and get caught up on Prison Architect and a couple other games that I'm playing as well. A couple other projects I'm working on, and I kind of want to give myself a little time and give the game a little time. But that will definitely be coming, so make sure you look for that. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching. This series has been great. I've had a lot of fun with it. I can't believe the time we've put into it, and a lot of you guys have watched every episode, and I can't express to you how much that is appreciated by me and how much that means to me. It's pretty awesome that, I'm sitting here playing a relatively slow game, and by most people's standards, a relatively boring game, especially if you're not playing it, but you guys are intrigued by it enough to watch it, and I appreciate that a lot. And I look forward to kind of bringing it to you again. I actually already have kind of a concept for the next season. It's going to take me a while to find the right map, but I think we have a pretty good, we went for an epic base here. I'm going to go another epic scale kind of base. I might kind of cut it back a little bit to make sure we can actually get to some of the secondary things. But I've also learned a lot here, and so I think I'll be able to kind of be a little bit more efficient and accomplish more there. So look forward to that in the next couple weeks. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will keep you posted on this if I'm able to resolve this and we can move forward. Obviously, you'll see that hit your inbox. Follow me on Twitter if you'd like. I'll give you more updates. Feel free to ask me questions over there. Twitter, it's @CulpritGaming. Should be linked in the description. That's the best way to follow me on day-to-day stuff. I talk about all wide range of things. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you next time. Take care.